Welcome back, folks. It is 5:15 on this wonderful Monday morning. I'm Josephine Sage. Let's jump right into the forecast. As you're waking up today, we're going to be seeing some pretty clear skies, and once that sun comes up on over the Grand Mesa, those clear skies are even going to continue with us throughout those morning hours and into the afternoon. And keep in mind that that sunshine is actually even going to stay around with us into the middle of the work week and even wrap us up for the end of the work week. We've got spring-like conditions south of I-70, so that means us here in the Grand Valley, Grand Junction, Montrose, Delta, even closer down south to that New Mexico border. These temperatures are going to be right around our seasonal average, and our wind speeds have actually reduced quite a bit compared to what we were feeling this weekend, so we can expect some pretty calm skies as well. But north of us, we've got colder temperatures, 10 to 15 degrees below what we're typically used to around this time of year in those areas, Steamboat, Meeker, Craig, and as well as along that Wyoming border. They've got a chance for a little bit of some snow even as we get into the beginning of the work week. So if you've got those travel plans to head on up there, keep that in mind. And the end of this work week could bring us just a little bit of some precipitation in the Grand Valley, but not much in Montrose and Grand Junction. We're just expecting maybe a little bit of some rain, but it's mostly going to be focused along those northern areas. Right now it is feeling 30 degrees in Grand Junction, 43 in Montrose. Further east of us, it's a little cooler. We're down in those low 20s in Glenwood and Aspen, and those teens in Gunnison. And our wind speeds right now, like I said, we are feeling pretty mild, really less than 10 miles an hour all along the western slope, and that's going to continue to be the trend for the next couple of days. But keep in mind during these early morning hours, because that sunrise is still a little bit later in that day, but we are gaining daylight every single day. But before that sun comes up, there's just a little bit of a wind chill. So right now it's actually feeling 38 degrees in Montrose and 27 in Grand Junction. So as you kind of move on down that way, even if you're headed to Array, Ridgeway, those areas are also just a little bit warmer than expected. Our almanac will show us our high is just matching up with that seasonal average at 55 degrees. The low end, we're looking at 29 instead of our typical 30. And our dog walking forecast, folks, this is Leo. Thank you, Danny, for sending him in. So if you have any photos that you want to send to your dog, please feel free to send them to my email above. But as you're headed out and about today, if you can head outside for a walk, it's going to be 42 at 9 a.m. with those sunshiny skies, 12 p.m. 50 degrees, and 3 p.m. 53. So that's when we're going to peak, is in those afternoon hours for that temperature. Our overall setup, we've got the system moving towards the west coast, and we'll notice that actually there's just a little bit of some scattered snow area along that border of Wyoming and Colorado, and that's what's going to give them a slight chance for that snow. But as it's kind of moving across, it's really just going to be focused along those, along that west coast area. But for the rest of the work week here in Grand Junction, we're going to be 55 degrees, 54, and Thursday, Friday, there's a slight chance for that precip and some cooler temperatures, but it's looking like it's not going to stick around for long because the weekend also looks promising. So dare I say, get outside, make some plans, and enjoy the spring-like weather.